Ladies and gentlemen, she's Deb Peterson. She's my friend. She sits on the editorial page of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Good morning, Deb Peterson.
Good morning, McGraw Millhaven. How are you?
Great. Say hi to Kelly Jackson.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Deb. How are you?
So I am great, and the woman who was telling me how much she loved McGraw when I was shopping one night this week also told me she loved you, Kelly.
Oh,
and
that's
that
so
she
good to
doesn't
hear.
know how you maintain your hectic schedule.
That's a great question. That's an investigation.
What time are you up? When do you sleep?
I'm just a high energy person. You know, I get 5-6 hours of sleep. That's all I need.
Well, good for you. Well, and anyways, you've got fans out there. And the woman's name is Maureen, and she loves McGraw, although she had some questions.
Maureen, don't believe anything Deb Peterson tells you. That's all I got to say.
But she, like everyone else, says, why isn't he married? So, McGraw, could you just put up a sign that I can flash when people... I always say, have you read his cousin's books at Tender Bar?
We were just talking about his cousin's book.
It's a wonderful book. I'm sorry. We're off topic.
And I'm working on trying to get McGraw.
We are off topic.
Yeah,
we're way off topic now.
Give up. You'll give up.
All right. I want to. Speaking of women troubles, I want to talk about Nixon's women troubles, not my women troubles.
Well, good. It is good to always shift direction there.
That's called block and pivot in the PR world. All right. So because we love talking about Tim Jones, who still wants to sue me. So the Speaker of the House is spearheading an investigation on Jay Nixon, our governor?
Yes.
What's going on?
And, despite the fact that they're from different political parties, so that always lends an element, but it probably is worthy of investigation. So Governor Nixon has had problems with women in two significant administrative positions. One was in the Department of Agriculture and another was in the Department of Labor. Both of these women have filed, I think one is a lawsuit, I'm not sure the other, but they complained that the director of each department made created a hostile work environment, harassed them, and there were problems. So Governor Nixon got rid of both of the directors one was agriculture and one was labor. However, they were not punished. I think he found good spots for them to land, sort of safe landings. So, this is a problem because he hasn't acknowledged these women. He hasn't really, addressed their problems, and he sort of got the old boys club still working in the sense that he put these men in high-profile, high-paid jobs, just not as heads of departments. Then along comes Tim Jones, who says, this is, worth an investigation. Okay, yeah, maybe. I mean, why not? So he appoints a special committee. Who does he, he thinks he's Dara Lisa, right? It's like, this is the Missouri House. Let us not get carried away with ourselves. But still in all, he does it. Then he appoints the head of this special committee to be Representative Casey Guernsey of Bethany. Well, and then only to investigate the guy at the Department of Agriculture so that farm groups like the Missouri Cattlemen's Association would have to come and sort of bargain with this guy, which is, it just sets him up to sort of be in a position where he can make these relationships, not having anything to do with an investigation. Furthermore, Mr. Guernsey, who... let's see, I think it was last week, he called out the commander-in-chief during a swearing-in ceremony for National Guard members, tweeted something hostile.
Who did that?
Mr. Guernsey, the representative from Bethany, who Tim Jones appointed to head this committee. He tweeted his approval of booing at the Missouri Tigers football game when the name of the commander-in-chief was mentioned during a swearing-in ceremony for National Guard members. Can you believe this? This same guy, Mr. Guernsey, in 2010, used his phone and email to harass a St. Louis woman who was advocating against legalizing horse slaughter plants. So, and I can't even say on the air what he wrote. It used a sort of a slur. I don't know what we call it. He didn't swear, but it's not a very nice phrase.
Okay.
And he wrote this from his private email, so sort of like what our other friend Brian Nieves did. Using your email to harass voters. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So this guy is who Tim Jones puts in to head the special committee to investigate wrongdoing. A harasser. I mean, is that as crazy a thing as you've ever heard?
Well, this Tim Jones is insane. I mean, I'm not joking when I think that this man really needs to be seen by somebody. Because the few conversations I've had with him, he's threatened to sue me. He screamed and yelled at me like I was stealing his car from him. And I asked him to come on the show to defend an email that one of his constituents sent to me.
I do not understand how people can get away, how elected, state representatives and senators, but this is a rep in this case, think they can get away with just harassing people. I mean, I do not understand where they get the gall to do this.
Where are we in the world where we're talking about elected officials harassing people?
Right, and nobody stopping them, appointing them to head committees to investigate things and to act as though this is normal behavior. I am outraged that this is happening.
I will leave you with this, Deb Peterson.
I'm sputtering.
I will leave you with this.
Yes.
You know who's good friends with Brian Nieves?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Ladies and gentlemen, John Carney.
Oh, no.
They are good friends.
Yep.
Yep.
Connie is a very sweet man who really just doesn't pay attention to some things, I don't
John
think.
Carney, Brian Nieves.
Can we excuse him for doing that?
They are peeps. So.
Well, now that, I don't know. What's going to happen to you when you move out to this
Cottleville?
place you're going?
I'm going to start screaming and yelling at people. You know what? I've met only the sweetest people who live in Cottleville and St. Charles and St. Peter's. I could not be any happier with my neighbors, the people I met last night. Everybody I meet can't be any nicer.
Well, let's just say they don't know you yet.
Okay, fair enough. Deb Peterson, STLtoday.com/opinion. Deb, have a good weekend. Thanks for checking in.
/the platform.
/the platform. Sorry.
/ Bye, dear.
All right, bye. That's Deb Peterson, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk Mike Kelly. Got to talk a little Mizzou football. Straight ahead, Big 550.